Hello, I'm VX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some pretty big Minecraft console news to share with you, and it's news that actually came out while I was in France this weekend, so I did miss it when it was first out, but I figured a lot of you might have as well. So here is our first peek at some gameplay of the next survival update coming to Minecraft the console, confirming the brand new pick block function. It confirms a few other things too, I think anyway, and I'll be talking about that in today's video, but hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like the video if so, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets know you are excited for some brand new survival update. This is the first one we've seen in like 6 months, and it's getting better and better every single screenshot. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into talking about exactly how this came out, what it is, because 4G Studios just tweeted out, this little GIF right here at Neuropsych. He's a builder if you don't know, and because he's a builder, he's probably excited for the idea of a pick block function. So yeah, basically it's a 2-second GIF, but the 2-second GIF actually shows how he's picking up a piece of cobblestone without opening the creative inventory. And again, if you haven't ever played PC, you might think, what is this witchcraft? It's just appearing in his inventory. But what's actually happening here is he's just picking the block that's in front of him using the pick block function. So you can actually see at the bottom there that there's no pick block on screen. This is because it's clearly one of the remappable controls, or it's just not one that shows up all the time, but it does mean that now in creative, at the very least, you're going to be able to pick the block in front of you, which is going to make things so much easier. You have no idea how annoying it is to have to like re-find each block individually, whereas this way, if you want to build, like let's say a spruce village just like this, you'll be able to pick the blocks as you're using them, just over and over again like that. Or if you're building, let's say, like this giant thing that needs diamond blocks over and over again, you'll be able to pick these up as you go, rather than having to keep restoring them in your hotbar, which is a massive improvement to creative if you ask me. I'm so glad it's in there. But this doesn't just confirm, this one thing by itself, it also confirms a few brand new things for creative, which I think are pretty great. So, such as the fact that when you look at a mob spawner and use the pick block key, what's going to happen? I imagine it's going to have to give you this mob spawner block, so even if there isn't a official mob spawner in this next update's creative mode, you will be able to find a few more blocks, currently unobtainable ones, through the pick block key. That's at least the theory, because right now you can get mob spawners as an item, and you can find mob spawners in the world naturally, which means that logically, even if they do nothing else, even if they haven't thought about this yet, that means monster spawners will now be an item in creative, which is another feature the PC actually doesn't have itself. So yeah, they're moving ahead and doing some pretty great stuff that isn't even on other versions. That looks pretty exciting by itself, but let's combine this with one other piece of information we have, which is actually the screenshot from last week. You might recall that in that, screenshot, they showed off like there was a new, little menu item, which was something sort of the D-pad. This makes us know that the D-pad is likely going to be remappable, if not more controls than even that. So you might bet a question like, so what are you basing that on? So why do you think everything's going to be remappable? And that is because if we go back and look at that image, you can see how it said Y for inventory, which is how it is right now, but then it said RB for creative. So RB for creative is obviously not the current controls, but we always assume that either like that's a creative game mode switch, or that is actually just, they've switched the controller for sure. But because this, later build, this later little gameplay we've seen, again, it's only 2 seconds, but it's technically gameplay, because this later build then shows that creative is back on the X button, presumably that means in that other screenshot, they did remap it to the RB, which means that a lot of controls will soon be remappable in some form, maybe only for creative, but maybe just in general too. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. The screenshot might seem like it's a really simple thing, but it confirms a bunch of new blocks for creative, indirectly. It confirms that you'll now be able to build a lot easier, and it also confirms the controls are going to work in this particular way. But also, if you then look at this one, you can see how there's no D-pad enabled, which makes me then think that maybe this dual wielding is either for survival, or it's toggleable on, or you have to actually deliberately put things on that D-pad if you want them to show up there. So that might also then seem like it's all like, whoa, that's a lot of creative stuff coming in one update, but I think it also has some implications for survival. Again, this is like a survival, or some people call it a feature update, but this is, bringing new features to the regular game modes of Minecraft, and I think this pick block function might also be available in survival, because this is something they added in the PC. I think it was in 1.9 if I'm not mistaken, where they made it so that you could also pick block in survival. So let's say you have, you see the wooden door in front of you, and you have a wooden door in your inventory. It will drag that, that wooden door from your inventory to your hotbar. Again, you need to have the blocks in survival to do this, but still, it makes it a lot easier in survival, and it's something I find to be very handy if you have a lot of blocks and you want to build a bit easier. So pick block is not only coming to creative, but it might, again, we don't know for sure, we haven't seen it, but it might also come to survival, and it also almost certainly will bring a bunch of new blocks with it. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff, and lots presumably to be revealed. This is like twice a week we're getting stuff about this, update, which honestly, that seems pretty promising to me. I think the fact that we're seeing this much, this soon, means that, like the June kind of release date might even be, a lot more possible than we figured. So yeah, that's kind of great. And also one little bit of information that might just affect you is the fact that in this next update, we'll be seeing the 1.12 sound updates in this next update. So again, another feature from PC that hasn't made it to the console. I don't know if you care too much about sounds. It's never the biggest thing to me because I play with my sound down. But if you love the Minecraft sounds and you love it when they change and you love the new PC sounds, then there'll be 1.12 sounds in this next update as well. So yeah, pretty good stuff all around. I hope you did all enjoy this video. You can like it if you did, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.